Hello guys, this is Soji and you're welcome to Soji Forex. This is an update on our previous video which we share on how to scalp volatility 75. This strategy is also applicable in trading volatility 25, boom and crash. So just as you can see, we've stated that on our M15 we'll be making our entry in two ways. We said whenever price is around the lower Bollinger Band, we'll be looking for possible entry for a buy. And when price is around the middle Bollinger Band, we are looking for a reversal of a buy or a sell. And we established that when we have price around our upper Bollinger Band, we are looking for a sell reversal. And we established that we notice how price played around the upper band and the lower band. We established that when price make a sharp move piercing outside of the lower or the upper Bollinger Band, and there is a clear distance between price and the band, then we will be looking for a single confirmation of a cross of the indicator window. Now this is crash 500. Looking at here, this trade has already hit TP. This is a trade on crash 500 that has hit TP just this morning, and I made this entry here. I observed that price was pulling outside the lower Bollinger Band, and I established that the gap between the lower Bollinger Band and the price have to be obvious, and here there's an obvious gap, but we established that we want to see our TDI break out massively outside of our volatility band, and we did not have that as far as this trading setup is concerned, although the TDI price line break out of it a little. Then coming here, though we are out, so we established that when price is in this scenario, we'll be looking for a divergence, and eventually we have a divergence that plays out. If you look at it, this is a low, this is another low. You realize that this particular one, this is lower than this. And look at what our indicator window is doing. Look at where we have this low and where we have this second low, which actually give us a divergence. So upon that confirmation, and we're in this down part, all I did was to wait for my price to move to the upside, and immediately my price was around this point, I make my entry and my stop loss was below. I have my TP here, and the price has already hit TP, which is this. So presently I am having another running trade on boom 500. Okay, here is boom 500, and in boom 500 we talked about a continuation trade, right? We said we want to see price come down and let the price, we said whenever price pull back to our 50 EMA, which is this line, we will be looking forward to a sell because it's a downtrend. But the behavior of price towards the EMA is very important. How price pull back towards the EMA is very important. And here you can see price did not pull towards it with a force. Price was moving towards it gently, which specify is a reversal. You can see how price moved towards it here. It went back. See how it moved towards it. So over time, I've spent time to study the reaction of price around this zone. You can see how price moved towards it. Look at this before we have that continuation. Alright, so it is important to know how the price behave around those zones. And then here, price pull back towards it. And remember I said we need a candlestick confirmation. Then we have this rejection, which is our candlestick confirmation, this bearish spring bar. And again, I can say that I have a smart money confirmation because I can see there is a little bit of smart money cube here, though it's not too full, but I know there is something around this zone. Okay, and I have this confirmation. I can also put my Fibonacci for a double confirmation of what this is all about. And you see the price pulled back to almost 78.5 of my Fibonacci level, followed by my candlesticks confirmation. I remember I said we need a follow-up candle. So what you are seeing here is a follow-up candle for our entry confirmation. So this is our follow-up candle. So I make my trade, my stop loss, and you can see how this is playing out. And then we have volatility 25, and I also have this entry based on, this is my lower Bollinger Band, and based on how price approach this zone, I am looking at it that okay, this is not a pair, so this should be a divergence. So I have this low and this low, and if you look at it carefully, this is lower than the previous one, but when you look at our indicator window, you see that the indicator window is doing the opposite. Okay, and I made this entry after this hammer that pulls to the upside. Okay, after this particular hammer candle, I wait for a follow-up of this particular candle. So what you are seeing now is a follow-up candle. Okay, after this hammer, I wait for this bullish follow-up candle. Then I make my entry. My stop loss is below this hammer, and I am hopeful. Even if this should take me out, I've already made a profit on crash 500, and my boom 500 as well is doing well, which I know that overall I'll still end up being in profit at the end of the whole trading section. Alright, so I promise of sharing the indicators in the previous video. So here is our indicator setup. On our main chart we have Bollinger Band, and then we have period is 130, deviation is 200, shift is 0, apply to close, the style is 2 pixels. Then we have our moving average 50, shift is 0, the method is exponential, the color is blue, and then we have our TDI, relative strength index, period is 14, apply to close, The style is 1 pixel. You change your background color to white, and if your background is black, change the color to black. The level is 68, 32, and 50 respectively. Then we have a moving average period 2 shift 0. The method is simple. You apply to previous indicator data. The style is 4 pixel. Then I have this moving average. The period is 7. The shift is 0. The method is simple. The pixel is 4 pixel and the color is red. Then period 7, shift is 0, simple. So you can take a screenshot of this. The one that Bollinger Band, period 34, deviation 1.619, the shift is 0. Apply to first indicator, the color is blue. Then have a moving average period 34, shift is 0, method is simple. You apply to first indicator and you are good to go. So this is the strategy, and this is how simple you can apply this. I believe you have gained value, you've learned something new. To please support our channel by clicking the like button, turn on the notification bell upon your subscription so you'll be the first to get notified whenever we publish our next video. And until then, see you in the subsequent video. Cheers.